Hello, LS Love Universe. It's Zander, and welcome to Payback 2023 live reactions. I know you thought I wasn't. You thought I wasn't really aware I was live yet. I was getting there. It's a little bit different. I'm back on the couch. I haven't been on the couch since Slammiversary 2022. Maybe. I legitimately not sure. Not sure when I was last on the couch. I don't really have a fact check on that, but what a day it's been. Oh, what a day. What a day. This is temporary. This is still the old apartment. As you can see, none of the stuff that's normally on the walls is still up, other than the Pokemon poster. Yeah, no. Hold on. Let's see. Let me get the Peacock pulled up, and get that pulled up, and get Peacock pulled back up. Make sure everything is working and all that. And now I gotta make sure that everything is still working. First time I've ever worked with both my laptop and desktop in sync to do this, but looks like we're good. So, what do you want to talk about? Because what I want to talk about is how I told you so. Holy fuck, I told you so. Oh, I'm not even going to be watching Collision because I'm watching Payback, but oh, Chicago has quite the opportunity on their hands tonight, don't they? Oh, Phil. Oh, Phil. Oh, Phil. I won't dwell on it all night because I just genuinely have no desire to. But 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 hey, Missile. What random Missile cameo, by the way. For the road until we see you again.
Phil, you make me angry, Phil. Phil, you make me angry, Phil.
Phil, you make me angry, Phil. You make me so angry, Phil. Oh, Phil. You betrayed us, Phil. It was all for nothing. I kind of turned into Carnal there for a second. He's not even here. Carnal's not even here tonight, which is kind of annoying. Normally he pops into live streams when I need like a bathroom break or something. So we'll figure it out. But quite the interesting setup I've got going on tonight. So if you're not well aware, actually, hang on, I can pop the chat out now that I think about it. Hold on. I can just do this. Zach, it's not freaking budget cuts, dude. CM Punk didn't get fired because of budget cuts. CM Punk got fired because he punched Jack Perry, because he started talking crap about the Elite, because he starts shit with everyone, because he knocked monitors over on Tony Khan and yelled, "I fucking quit." He got fired because he's the most toxic man in wrestling. It has nothing to do with budget cuts. If it were budget cuts, it would be people like Aaron Solo getting eliminated. Choked out, not punched. Thank you, Pierre. But no, it'd be like Aaron Solo or Zach Clayton getting released if it were budget cuts. Not CM fucking Punk. Oh, Phil. Make me so angry, Phil. I also just... So, the way I'm making sure you guys don't get the audio from Payback itself is my little earbud here. The thing is, I don't want to wear it, because the only thing synced up to this earbud is StreamYard. And so I'll have to occasionally do, like, little clips just to make sure I know that earbud is working. Like, I don't know.
Well, that just sort of happened to me. I mean, I didn't even participate in that.
I'll just occasionally just do stuff like that. Triple H has the possibility to do the funniest thing ever. Oh, don't put that energy out there. Don't put that energy out there. I physically, mentally, emotionally can't. I'm very interested in Payback tonight, though. I'm very excited for the show. Very excited to do the watch along. I might swap out the couch for my old office chair. In part because I'm seeing myself on the camera and getting a little self-conscious. Just because of how the couch holds my weight. Or doesn't. But anyway. Yeah, no. So, it is very interesting doing this from here. Yeah, no. CM Punk's not gonna... I think that's a wrap on CM Punk as a wrestler. No one's gonna hire him again. He's burned all of his bridges. That's it. I'm very excited though. Like I said, it's gonna be very fun. Triple H and Punk both have said that they both pick up the phone if the other called. Well, Luke, in all fairness, well, yes, they did say that. In all fairness, this was before Brawl Out and the Brawl In situation. At this point, I just don't think I don't think I could see CM Punk ever coming back anywhere. Because AEW had to start in a completely different show because of it. They had to start Collision because CM Punk couldn't do Dynamite. Because he can't be in the same room as the Elite. I don't see it happening. But you know what? Crazy stuff happens in wrestling. You never know. I just don't see it happening. I wouldn't be particularly excited if it happened either. I'm not a massive fan of one Phil Brooks. I've been enjoying the first series of 2K23. Been binging it lately. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's been a lot of fun. Universe is a lot of fun. So since Punk is gone, do you think Collision is no? No, that's not how TV deals work. So no. If any show is gonna go, it's gonna be Rampage. But even that, apparently, Warner or Discovery or whoever it is now are happy with how Collision or Rampage is doing. God, Nakamura is not going to win tonight, but I'd totally be into it if he did. I think if the world title goes on anyone tonight other than Rollins, it's going to be Damian Priest cashing in tonight. Yeah, DG Flames. I'm well aware. I've heard. I've rejoiced. I've heard. In fact, hold on. I just need something. Many know I have a long history of not having any admiration for CM Punk. Many know I don't like CM Punk. I never really have. I never really will. Famously straight edge CM Punk. I crack open this cold alcoholic beverage in your honor of today's news. Here's to you, Phil. And don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. I don't like CM Punk, if you can't tell. Can't wait for another amazing week of viewers. Well, channel members are getting the first ever LS11 indie show tomorrow, actually. So if you're a fan of the channel and you want to support us extra, we do have memberships now available. You'll get a nice name badge like Pierre Bornelis has, up a couple chats above you. Changes color after every month of being a member, I believe. Let me double check that fact real quick, because I'm pretty sure that's the case. I know it starts blue. I'm pretty sure it changes color. I feel like I remember making like 12, 13 different colors for it. Let me double check that, though. And there's Dana walking by. You can't see her on screen, I don't think. Let's see. So we're currently up to 5 members, which is freaking awesome, by the way. You guys are awesome. Okay, yeah, so... Yeah. So it starts as a dark blue, and then at month 2, it becomes teal. At 6 months, at 2 months, it becomes green. In 6 months, yellow. A year, red. 2 years, blue. 3 years, silver, and 4 years, gold. I'm curious if we'll ever have a gold LS11 member. That'd be cool to see if that ever happened. But that's a long time coming. The channel's not even 4 yet. Hanzo says the CM Punk disrespect is crazy. Oh, Hanzo. Look, man. I was just having fun with it. And there's Dana. You'll probably see the cats more tonight than you normally would because of the fact that it's just me here. Alex is not here tonight. Our wedding is coming up in a week from today, actually. Let's see, it's currently 8 o'clock, so this time next week I will be married, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, so channel members get 2 videos a week right now, working on a 3rd very soon. Channel members get, right now, WWE Live on Saturday or whatever the last day of the week that has no new video on it is. They also get now independent shows every week. So tomorrow will be the first ever Los Angeles wrestling show featuring a handful of matches. A fatal 4-way for the LAW women's title between Celeste Bonham, formerly Caitlyn, Cassie Lee, formerly Peyton Royce, Miranda Elise from Ring of Honor, and Elizabeth Bell from LSWF. It'll also feature Big Bill and Brian Cage against Drama King Matt and Simon Gotch, formerly the Vaudevillains. It will feature as well Adrian Nova, formerly Hanzo from LSWF, versus Axel Henning, formerly Curtis Axel, for the LAW World title, and it will be main evented by Arnold Schwarzenegger challenging Matt Cardona for the Ring of Honor television title, with Scott Steiner as special enforcer. Races, I have a feeling my arrival is anticipated. If you want in, go for it. just been a very interesting week in the wrestling world in general. Um, there's been some other stuff that's happened. I don't feel comfortable talking about the other stuff that's happened, though, because it's not as lighthearted as making fun of CM Punk is. But Ray, if you do want in, it's the same StreamYard room I always use. Since the show is still just starting up, I am going to explore some other options for how I want to go about doing this. Because the webcam is on top of the TV, which is across the room. This is the first time I've not been on a two-monitor setup in years. In 3 years, actually. This is the first time I've not been on a two-monitor system. I'm just using a TV across the room. Probably off so we can talk about the whole thing. Yeah, probably smart. Let's see. How do I want to handle this? Excuse me. Let's see. All right. Yeah, because I've also got the show on a very minimized window right now because OBS is being very weird otherwise. So let me move the PlayStation 5 games because the only things that came with me back to the old apartment for the weekend or for the week are the PS5 and my PC because my desk has already moved. At this point, my desk is moved. My desk is in the other part of Georgia that I've moved to, which is decent ways away from here. Let's see, maybe that for now. You're welcome, Michael Cole. I'm glad to be spending part of my Labor Day holiday with you. Okay, let me move this table. And then maybe... So... that'll work, I think. I think this will work because this way I can hit alerts from my laptop still, which actually this that I can just have chat on my laptop. God, I've put on a lot of weight in the last couple weeks. That's no good. I stopped going to the gym was a big part of it. The move took away a lot of time. I didn't renew my gym membership because the gym I go to doesn't have a branch where I've moved to. I wanted to be in good shape for the wedding, and I was getting there too. I'm so disappointed in myself. Let's see. Imagine the thoughts are the same thing I'm thinking. Good God, Ray, the man meant to main event your big first special of the season was just unceremoniously fired by the company. What are you gonna do? Yeah, pretty much. That's kind of how I think a lot of people feel right now. I'm gonna pull up OBS and check something. Okay. You guys aren't like hearing Payback too much in the background, are you? And if I do this, is OBS then going to... Yep, OBS is in fact going to freeze up. So there we go. I don't know why. Hang on. I don't know why going full screen does that. Hang on. There we go again. That, and that looks like that's as good as I'm going to be able to get. All right, cool. This AEW are selling mini card blades and no Zander. Cool. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I do want a mini card blade. I also think that it'd be very fun to get a cardboard cut out of my self-made and have Xander Cardver. Maybe we need a... Oh, you know what, Ray? I think we need Card Ray. That's what we need. All right. Yeah, the webcam placement's not my favorite thing, but it's pretty much my unless I want to sit in the floor, which I'm not against. Oh, hey Shinobi, by the way, I'm not against sitting in the floor. Hang on, let me experiment. Hold on. I want to try this. If I take my stack of PlayStation 5 games that I brought with me, because I'm here for a week, so I gotta entertain myself somehow. I'm here for a week alone, and I've only got one episode of Universe that I have to record. Okay. Oh, you're not supposed to see that! Oh, you guys are not supposed to see my mouse pad. Alright, let me just move Waluigi out of the way here. Get him out of the shot. I feel like I just got outed pretty bad on that one. There we go. That's not bad, all things considered. Not gonna do reactions all out. No, because All Out costs $50 to watch, and I have $50 to my name right now. Cannot believe that you all just saw that. That is both hilarious, but also terrible. It could be worse. It could be worse. That's the way I'm gonna look at it, is it could be worse. Just everyone going, hey, yo! Do I need to hold it up and share with the class what I have? Fuck. It is Waluigi, legitimately. I swear, it actually is. It is funny. I just forgot I didn't realize it was gonna be like that, so I had to POV it a little upward at myself, but where did I get that from? Etsy. My older brother got it for me for Christmas. My older brother knows Waluigi is one of my favorite characters. And why you got that double kicked up mouse pad? What do you mean? You mean this guy? You mean this guy right here? it gives wrist support, as you can see. Yeah, no, so a couple years ago, oh fuck, about 7-8 years ago now, my older brother was living in this apartment that I'm in right now, the one attached to my grandparents' house, and he had one that was an anime character. I don't know what her name was, or it might have been like a League of Legends character or something. I really don't know. And I was like, what the hell is this? Made fun of him for it, got him one for Christmas. Hey, Tiffany Stratton in the crowd. Love to see that. But yeah, no, yeah, no. Saw it, I was like, what the hell is this? Confronted him about it. He laughed about it. Made fun of him for it. Got him one for Christmas as a gag gift a couple years later of another character from a game he likes. And then bought myself. It ended up turning out that I grew up to be a little weird. Bought myself one in 2020, or no, in 2019 of Tifa Lockhart from Final Fantasy. And then when I moved, I got one of Black Cat from Spider-Man. But the problem with those was they were both solid white as the background. So, you know, your hands naturally get dirty and will rub dirt on them and stuff. So they were getting kind of dirty and stuff. And I sent a picture of the Waluigi one to Gavin, my older brother, one day. It was like, if you ever want an easy gift for me. And he was like, yeah, I don't think so. And then he sent me one that was of Donkey Kong doing that. Like, and it just said, you can touch it once. And I was like, wait, so you can get one of Donkey Kong, that I can't have one of Waluigi? And the way my family does Christmas, at least on my mom's side, is everybody draws one person's name. And the only rule is it can't be your own name, and it can't be the name of your significant other. So I couldn't have Alex couldn't have me, my mom couldn't have my stepdad couldn't have my mom. You only have to buy for that one person whose name you draw, and you have a $100 budget to buy for them with. That way, because there's like 9 of us, you know, either you're spending $20+ on each person, spending over $200, or you just spend $100 on one person. My older brother didn't draw my name last year, but he decided he wanted to get me something anyway. And I did not know what I was about to get. And I was pleasantly surprised. And it was just very funny. Because I wasn't expecting it. But yeah, so that's my story. Hey, Dana. You here to join me on the live stream? Also, the good thing about doing it this way, let me double check. Yeah, the good thing about doing it this way is my big ass head is covering up the window, so you won't be able to actually see the any of the issues that could come with sitting in front of the window like I used to have here, where I would have to put like a blanket or something over it. This is going to be the final stream from this location, very likely. After this weekend, when Alex and I have our wedding next week, it's going to be, we're going to be moving as much as we can out of here because there's not much left, really. We're going to move everything we got here that we still need out to the new place. And, bro got mouse lore, lol. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, no, it's going to be interesting going live from the temporary living situation because we're going to be there through December, so War Games will be live. If Full Gear is a good card, I'll do that live there. Because I'm working a new job. For those that don't know, I got a new job, actually. I got to quit the job I'd been working and start somewhere new that's a little more up my alley. I now do content production for a website, and I work in their main office. And I won't disclose what that is because I don't want to risk doxing myself for obvious reasons. Because this place only has like 2 locations. And that being said, oh, apparently Cena's the special rep for Knight versus Miz. Love that. But anyway, oh, what a spine buster. But yeah, no, in all seriousness, we're gonna be moving, and so we're only gonna be there through December, which is gonna be quick. We're not gonna be in this apartment we're not gonna be in the new apartment for very long, which is good because I'm not the biggest fan of it. You know, I'm doing my best to enjoy it where I find the enjoyable parts where I can. Let's see. Do I have anything else to share? Do I have anything to share, like news-wise? Other than that, I've kind of announced a bunch of stuff already. I mean, I don't have anything universe-wise to announce right now. Monday on Raw, it's going to be Tony D versus Johnny Gargano for the #1 contendership to the U.S. title. There's also going to be another big announcement on Raw that I can't get into yet. Some people know about it, like my inner circle of not writers, but more so, writers probably isn't the right word for the Discord inner circle, because they don't write the episodes for me or anything. It's more like consultants, maybe. Creative consultants might be the right word. I run ideas by them, and they tell me, like, all right, that's a good idea, or that's not really a great idea, Zander. Stuff like that. Or, oh, that'd be funny and stuff. There will be something pretty big announced on Monday that I'm pretty excited about. Which Monday's episode is done and edited, I believe. Let me double check that before I confirm. Yes, it is. Monday's episode is called Open Contract because with it seeming like everyone on Raw has got feuds already going on, with Edge and Braun Strowman having problems with one another and stuff like that. Finn Balor and Dijak now as well. I mean, Balor wouldn't be getting the rematch with LA Knight. LA Knight has been given an open contract for Night of Champions, which means Monday on Raw, LA Knight's going to go out there and hold an open contract, and whoever comes out there and wants the matchup gets LA Knight at Night of Champions for the WWE title. So I'm very excited for that. I don't enjoy that I'm having to wear this earbud right now, so I'll take it out for now. And we will just hope that it stays connected. Essentially, if you guys just start randomly hearing Payback play, just let me know. Actually, maybe I can do this. Maybe I can just go ahead and do that. And then I can open Payback over it. Yeah, that'll work. And then I can just do all my StreamYard stuff from here. This is very much a learning process, if you can't tell. But I'm doing my best, legitimately. I'm legitimately trying my best right now. It's not the whoa. That was pretty cool from Trish. Are we gonna see Bo Dallas? You know what? Maybe. I don't know. It depends on when he feels ready to come back. Is I think the big way to look at it. If Bo doesn't ever want to come back to wrestling after losing his brother, I wouldn't blame him. But if he does want to come back, then I'd be more than happy to see him. I'd love to see him just carry on the character of Uncle Howdy as like a tribute to Bray. As now, I don't know why I just went and now like I was about to get back into commentating. I need to commentate lately. Let's see. Becky and Trish are having a good one so far. Yeah, it's funny. It tells you I don't like moving. I don't like change. I never have. I never will. Um, Change has always just been something that is not fun for me, especially when it comes to moving. But you can tell this move was actually a good one for me because I have been ever since I got back here tonight, I've been like, well, this is weird. This isn't where I live anymore. Whereas last time I moved, it was like, this isn't right. I don't belong in this new place. I want to go back. And I was only gone for like 4 days. So I moved for 4 days recently. It was weird. But I've been gone for 2 weeks now. The Uncle Howdy could be Bo's version of the Fiend. That's true. Or, he could just stay Uncle Howdy. I don't know. I really don't know. Also, between matches, I am going to run and put my laundry in the washer here. Because where we're living, we don't have a washer dryer in our actual apartment itself. We have to ask the people living above us if they're using theirs and then go up and use it. So I brought my laundry back here with me today. Back to my grandparents' house. I'm going to do my laundry while I'm here. Is that sexy man Zander? It is. It is, Soren. I am here. I am tired. I am here. I am drinking because CM Punk got fired, and that is a reason to celebrate. But yeah, I'm here in the floor of my old apartment. Oh, you know what I should have done? If I was going to sit on the floor, I should have gone to my mom's storage unit, which is 2 miles from here. Like, could have gone there before dinner. My brother had one of those, like, old school gamer chairs, like the ones that rock, that just are like a U or like a J shape. They just rock. Should have gotten that to sit in since I'm going to be on the floor. Let's see. How would it look? Hey, Xander, can I have my mod back? Oh, Shinobi, you got unmodded? The hell? Yeah, hold on. I don't remember you ever getting unmodded. That's weird. Yeah, okay, yeah. Don't remember that happening. So, hopefully Becky just wins this and that's it. Because, quite honestly, I've watched this Becky and Trish thing for months now. Whoops. Backed right into my chips. I've watched this Becky and Trish stuff for a while now. I'm getting a little tired of it. So I'm going to put the mic down on the floor with me. Is this still good for me? Yeah, that's fine. I can, like... There we go. I can sit up against the couch, and that works. And if people are like, why is Xander not on the couch? It's because Xander doesn't like how he looks on the couch. Xander doesn't really like how he looks, period, right now, but, I'm doing the best. There we go. Should we expect any return or new signings tonight? I hear there's a hot young agent named Phil Brooks out on the free agent market now, but I don't think I don't think he's WWE's type. I don't think excuse me. I don't think he's WWE's type. I think he's, he sounds like he's a nightmare to deal with, a lot of creative issues. I don't think WWE would go for, even though he's young, he's spry, he's never been injured before. In fact, in the last 3 years, he's not been injured once. In fact, never spent any time on the shelf. But yeah, no. In all seriousness, I mean, I hear Brian Pillman Jr. starting with NXT any day now, which is pretty cool. Looking forward to that because I think he's got a lot of potential. Let's see. Oh yeah, speaking of Ray W, love the renaming of MJF's Avalanche pedigree to Total Burial. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. I'm relocating to a new area so that NRW and LS11 Royal Rumble watch along might finally happen. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Let's see. Uh, DD Trog says, "Hi Xander, Trish J. Widow's Peak." Yeah, I'm watching the show. That's what the watch along is. I see what's happening. I hear Impact's hiring. I don't think Impact can afford him. Wanted to take a trip to Cleveland to beg PTW to return for the LS11 PTW NRW stream. Where is Xander? Xander, where's Ray? He's missing this historical destruction match. Ray works, and we don't live together, so we actually live like 70 miles apart. So Ray is at work, and because he works on Saturdays, he doesn't really get to join these watch-alongs. So it's simple as that. God, they just said Becky's had 6 world titles. I guess she has. Yeah, because her first title was the SmackDown one. And then she won it the second time from Charlotte in 2018. She won the Raw title in 19. And then when she came back in 22, or she came back in 2021, she won the SmackDown title. And then did the handoff. That makes 5. I'm forgetting one, clearly. I'm forgetting one, clearly. I don't know. Normally I'm like, oh, I'm so good at history, but sometimes I forget stuff, I guess. But yeah, so the LS11 World Cup begins next week. I might make some stuff for it. Like, Ray is supposed to be the one making the arena, and I want to get the first episode out this week before my wedding because I kind of referenced some events from it this week. So I kind of need to do that. The first 4 matches. Let me read you guys what the first 4 matches are for the World Cup because I use this now. This is how I keep track of everything. Oh, shit. I left the paper with the first round of the World Cup at my house, at my apartment. I loved the SmackDown episode when Solo explained why he spiked Roman Backlash. Yeah, I was pretty proud of that. Oh, Bryan Danielson's back on Collision. That's pretty cool. Okay. I don't have the list that tells me the 4 matches that are happening in round 1 anymore. That's not good. Let me pull up my bracket real quick and I can just... I know what 3 of the 4 first round matches are. Because keep in mind, it's a 32 match first round because it's a 64 person tournament, which is just insane that I'm actually going through with it at this point. Okay, so the matches happening this week on the first round of the LS11 World Cup are going to be... Okay, I remember now. I think. Yeah. So, this week on the first round of the LS11 World Cup, the first 4 matches will be Uya Uemura from Japan against EC3 from the United States. EC3's first LS11 appearance since Season 1. Representing the United States will be Moose taking on Switzerland's Claudio Castagnoli. As well as that, this one I'm really excited about. This will probably be the main event of the first episode of the World Cup. Japan's Tomohiro Ishii against Austria's Gunther. Oh, yeah. And let me see. What's the final matchup? Because we're gonna do 4 matches a week for the World Cup for the most part. Let me make sure I got the right match picked out here, because I don't want to accidentally say the wrong one. But I believe, yes. And then Japan's Taiji Ishimori of Bullet Club will take on Ireland's Finn Balor in the first round. So, Taiji Ishimori versus Finn Balor, Tomohiro Ishii versus Gunther, Claudio Castagnoli versus Moose, and EC3 versus Uya Uemura are going to be your first round matches of the first episode of the World Cup. So that's pretty exciting. Very excited for you guys to see how that goes down. Gunther, my boy, that man fits to win the World Heavyweight title soon. I would love it. I'd love it if he won the world title while still being Intercontinental Champion. I'm a big Gunther fan. I've been a big fan of his for years. I mean, I feel like Lita's got to return to counteract Zoe Stark. I feel like that's what they're building to, and then they'll do Trish and Zoe versus Becky and Lita, maybe? Not saying anything, but here comes Zoe. Hey, Xander, question about Solo and Roman. Are we going to see them in a match or no? I cannot confirm anything at this time. Big Truck's going to eat the little trucks in Gunther versus Ishii. Hell yeah, they are. Oh, so I guess what Hanzo is saying is,
I'm going to fight all these urges, my brother.
may Bray Wyatt rest in peace. I mean, the good thing about this feud is it has built a new star in the form of Zoe Stark. So that's good. I'm glad that it has benefited her at the very least. But this story just hasn't really been doing much for me lately. It just feels like it's been going on too long. Because, I mean, it's like, what happens otherwise? Does Trish just win because of Zoe again? Oh my god. Oh my god! Hey, yo! 1, 2, 3. Been on a Wyatt binge recently. Just watched the promo package between him and Cena at WrestleMania 30. This is my legacy. Ooh, this is my legacy. We actually considered using that song for the tribute package at the Bray Wyatt tribute show last week. Ended up going with Live in Fear because that only got us a monetary sharing strike or claim, which if you don't have monetization turned on isn't a problem. Legacy no doubt would have gotten us copyright claimed, and then you run the risk of ads getting put on the video, and we didn't want any ads running on the tribute video. He might tell you a joke, but he will never tell you a lie. Okay, so between matches during the video package, love the use of crawling in the dark. Oh, yeah. I had to think of that for a second. I had to figure out. I'm drinking, so my brain isn't exactly moving super fast tonight, which is fine. It's kind of crazy being back. Like I said, it's kind of crazy being back in the apartment, but big win for Becky tonight, though. But yeah, when the packages for the next match start playing, I'm gonna run a old video or something. I don't know. I'll run something while I just run and throw my clothes in the wash. You know who recently been picking up heat? Cora Jade. Oh yeah, the now former hardcore champion in the LS11 universe. Cora Jade, for those that aren't members, Cora Jade would. Oh, I think Zoe's about to turn her back on Trish. I think. Hold up. Seems something's going on here. I mean, like I said, if anyone's benefited from this feud, it's Zoe Stark, which is great, because she's good in ring. I'm just not a fan of... Whoa! Okay. It sounds like fireworks are going off for some reason nearby in my neighborhood. Oh, okay. But yeah, no, Cora Jade would lose the hardcore title today at WWE Live. So yours truly is the new LS11 hardcore champion right now. Which is pretty great. Wonder if we're gonna get Trish versus Zoe. Can't believe I've already been live for almost an hour. Hey, Missile. Okay, I'm going to leave you guys with the video real quick. I'm going to run and do my laundry. So, let's see. Let's go with... What won't get the stream claimed? Oh, here's an oldie but a classic from LS11.
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see. I'm just a poor boy, I need no sympathy, because I'm easy come, easy go, little high, little low. Any way the wind blows doesn't really matter to me, to me. Well, strangers to love, you know the rules, and so do I. A full commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. We've known each other for so long. Your heart's been aching, but you're too shy to say it. Inside we both know what's been going on. We know the game and we're gonna play it. And if you ask me how I'm feeling, tell me you're too blind to see. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Never gonna give.
Okay, I'm back. Saw an old clip from Punk's StarCast panel. Here's a quote. There's been times where I've been confronted in my career when I shouldn't have been. Or confrontational in my career when I shouldn't have been. It's like someone pissed me off. Who cares? You care, Phil. You care. So, Rollins Nakamura isn't next, is it? Because they're playing the video packages like it is. If that's the case, that means Raquel and Rhea's got to be main eventing. Which, in that case, good for them, but, like, for God's sake, this world title's got a main event eventually. Yeah, I guess that match is next. So, yeah, cash-in probably ain't happening tonight. Because I feel like they wouldn't have Priest cash in, then go into the match as unless Priest and Balor are main eventing. Oh, hold on, Cena. Maybe I'm just completely fucking wrong. John Cena out here in bluey colors. Love it, love it. Do I need to go put on my John Cena shirt? Because I got one somewhere. I've only owned 2 John Cena. I've been a wrestling fan for almost a decade. I've only ever had 2 John Cena shirts, ever. Found another old clip referencing Punk and Jungle Boy. That someone of the Jungle Boy, then you have a problem. Oh, yeah, yeah. One of my buddies sent me that earlier. That was very funny. I mean, hard to argue with that one. So, this is the best Nakamura storyline since 2017. It is. You're absolutely right, Ray. This is the best Nakamura's ever been. God, I love John Cena. He's just the best. Missile, what do you think of John Cena, huh? Should cosplay as John Cena. I mean, if I had that, I'm only missing the hat, so. It's just really nice seeing John Cena back on wrestling. Wouldn't be mad if he won the title. He would. He won't, but I wouldn't be mad. Yeah, that's how I feel at this point. Yeah! Cena's gonna ref LA Knight versus Miz. Which I guess we're just gonna go right into. I feel like Cena is going to AA Miz at the end. Miz is going to stagger to his feet into the BFT, and that'll be it. Oh, yes, Michael, Cena and Miz, one of the worst WrestleMania main events of all time. I only say one of because I don't think it was the worst. Hogan Yokozuna was the worst. Apparently Cena and Cody is set for Survivor Series. I mean, I'm up for it. Although if Cena and Cody go on at Survivor Series, well, you know, royalties. Hogan was a cash in, more or less. It doesn't really count. Yeah, I guess so. God, what? The Barbie movie reference. Look, man, I'm just Ken. Anywhere else, I'd be a 10. It's one of my more recently played songs. It's one of my most played songs of the last week on my phone. Probably the most played song on my phone lately. Might make it into my Spotify Wrapped. You never know. Hey, those could be $10,000 jorts. You don't know. Getting mixed signals right now, Miz. I don't think they get it, Mike. He's gonna have a referee shirt under the t-shirt. Oh, no, he's got one. So we think Finn and Damian win the belt tonight? Maybe. If they win the tag belts, Priest isn't cashing in. If they lose and Rollins Nakamura goes on last, Priest is walking out world champion. Yeah. Oh man. You know, I'm probably gonna put up an open poll to the fans for a Halloween live stream, or for whatever pay-per-view is closest to Halloween. Maybe Fastlane, depending on how close that is to Halloween, where I'll cosplay a wrestler of the fans' choice. I think LA Knight could be fun. Just gotta get like a leather jacket or like a leather vest. I mean, it's got to be an LA Knight win tonight. especially with Cena as the referee. Yeah, you end the show with Rhea Dom and Finn celebrate, or Rhea Dom and Damian celebrating while Finn's just glaring at the title. Although it did dawn on me, as much as I don't want it to happen, and God knows I don't want it to happen, if they win the tag titles and Jamie and JD McDon't Google me joins Judgment Day, there'd be a tag title for each of them to wear because there are 4 belts and there would be 4 guys. Nakamura versus Rude in NXT honestly was pretty good in hindsight. But yeah. Kind of a random thing to bring up, I suppose, but yeah. Come on, LA Knight. I've never gotten why they do the tiny balls joke to Miz. It's never been funny. And I don't mean that I was gonna, oh, I'm so offended for Miz. It's just like, it's just not funny. It's like people will come in the chat and Miz will show up and you will be like, he has tiny you know what, or something like that. I'm like, it's not really funny. It's supposed to be a joke. I mean, it is. It's not the thing with a joke. The joke's supposed to be funny, and I don't know. It's just not funny. It doesn't make me laugh. Also, apparently, Miz has more losses in WWE than anyone in history, so that's kind of funny. Thank God they didn't have LA Knight fall for that. Would not be upset if it was just a squash in LA's favor. I do wonder how you and Ray handle Nakamura in the retro series. Yeah, that'll be something fun if we get to do that era of NXT, because the era of NXT we're gonna do at the end of season 5 is gonna be 2015, so Nakamura wouldn't be there just yet. That would be, you know, Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn would be out injured at the time as well. So like we'd have Kevin Owens for a little bit. We'd have Finn Balor, Hideo Itami, Tyler Breeze. Has he ever won a title in WrestleMania? Yeah, Nakamura's a 2-time Intercontinental Champion. He was the first Intercontinental Champion. Well, in terms of when the series came out, first Intercontinental Champion. Now with history, he's got Roddy Piper and Rick Rude in front of him, but you know. But yeah, no, he won the Intercontinental title. He was who Ciampa beat for the Intercontinental title back in season 1. I don't think you were around yet though. Pierre, I don't even know when you came around to LS11, honestly. Because I remember you were there for the first episode of season 3. Because I remember for a while you were kind of more like, I don't want to say like lurking in chat more than anything, but like you were a little more quiet because we didn't know each other quite as well yet, or we hadn't talked as much yet at the very least. And then I know you joined the Discord somewhere in season 3. So I don't know how much of season 1 and 2 you've seen. I know we're a pretty tight-knit community when it comes to like the live streams and stuff, though. A very small portion of the LS11 fan base watches the stuff where my face actually appears. But hey, who knows? Maybe I'll do a live stream sometime this week, like a gaming stream for Fight Forever or something. Because Keith Lee got added to the game this time. Spectator, there you go. Spectator's the right word. Are either the cats on the porch anymore? Because if they're not, I'm going to close it up. I'll do it after this match. The yeah in Cena's face. You know what I'll never forget just thinking about today's news? There's a video out there. It's on this channel. It's hard to find, but it's out there. It's probably in the one-offs playlist, which hasn't been updated in years now because I haven't done a one-off video in a long time. But it was I put Arnold Schwarzenegger in WWE 2K14, and here's what happened. I think is what it was called. And that was back when a lot of YouTubers were doing stuff like that. In that video, in 2K14, because it's got a very limited roster as 2K14, I put myself and CM Punk on a tag team. And one thing I've always enjoyed doing, because it's funny, is putting myself in and Punk in Can They Coexist tag teams and stuff like that. Like it's in the GM mode series I did a long time ago, for example. Season 2 is one thing I started watching because I remember that being the main event I watched being Gargano, Cole, and Ciampa. Yeah, it was Season 2 Mania. That was definitely WrestleMania Season 2. I remember that. Because in all honesty, I think out of the 4 WrestleMania main events, 5 if you want to count Rock and Roman, out of the main events we've had, I think in ring-wise, Gargano, Ciampa, Cole might be my favorite. Roman and AJ might have it, though. That might be the best of them. Because everyone thought Roman was retaining. And in all seriousness, I'm really glad Roman didn't retain in LS11 Season 3 because there just wasn't much. There was more to tell with the downfall story than there was with him just being dominant for years because everyone does Roman being dominant as a world champion. No one's done the downfall of Roman the way we have. And I think where he's at now, where he's a face again, is he's really the only kind of tweener we've got, and I really like it. Really enjoyed his story so far that we've gotten to do. Sure what the hell I'm looking at there, but okay. Season 2 main event still holds up. Johnny's "This is my moment" is I love that so much. Oh, could we be getting Cena and LA Knight? Could we get Cena and LA Knight instead of Cena and Cody? Interesting. There we go. And that is the last of the 12 cans of that I bought. That ended in SmackDown, Roman saving Seth. And Seth doesn't think Roman saved him either, is the thing. Because, I mean, it's pretty... Alright then, that was kind of cool, the middle rope code breaker spot. But anyway, yeah, no, the end of SmackDown where, you know, Seth gets up. All he felt was a chair hitting him in the back of the head. His vision was probably blurred when he took the recoil, so he doesn't know exactly what he got hit with. Because he took a chair to the head. So, you know. Vision goes blurred because the last thing he remembers is a chair in the back of the head. And then he stands up to see Roman Reigns standing behind him with a chair. And the last time he and Roman Reigns were in the ring together, they were trying to kill each other. at WrestleMania Season 2. So, you know, Seth's probably not convinced Roman was trying to help him, is all I'm saying. And now, next week on SmackDown, it's Roman and AJ, a WrestleMania rematch to determine who challenges Cody at Night of Champions. And I can confirm now that no matter who wins, there will the 6 will be barred from ringside. I'm very excited for you guys to see what we got planned this week on Universe, because lots of good stuff this week, for sure. Everything other than SmackDown for this week is recorded. Yeah. Because the only things I've got to record this week are this upcoming SmackDown, next week's Raw, and next week's Retro SmackDown. Not like this upcoming week, but in 2 weeks, or a week from this week. So I gotta get those done before I go back to the. I gotta get those done before Tuesday, because before Monday actually, because so I got tomorrow to do those episodes, which isn't that big a deal. I can do that. They're all written at this point, I think. Let me double check that actually. Raw is almost done. Raw has 1 match left for me to, or 2 matches left for me to book. I've been booking in a notebook lately for some reason, which you guys can't see what that says. Good. Full prediction for season 5: Solo Sikoa will become Intercontinental Champion. Oh, that is bold. That is definitely bold. I got some big stuff planned this season. You guys aren't ready for it, for sure. Alright, this match is going a little longer than I anticipated, so I'm going to bring the cats inside real quick if they're not in. Nizzle, I understand you're living your best life out here, but there you go. Oh! Let me make sure Dana is also inside, and that I didn't just close her. Yeah, she's inside. Because it's getting hot in the house, and the door to outside being open probably wasn't helping. So I'm going to let it cool off a little more. Usually, I've noticed I do get hotter when I drink. So. Okay. I wonder if Cena's going to take a ref bump in this one. I mean, he could. I doubt Cody would be completely against Solo being champion despite Cody's supreme narcissism. Yeah, Cody doesn't seem particularly thrilled about the idea of the 6 having titles lately. Sure what's going on in the Discord right now, but okay. Let the moderators handle that. You good back there, Missile? You found another leather chair to sit on the back of? Cool. She's very particular about that. She likes to sit on the back of leather chairs. There are 2 leather chairs at the house we're staying in right now. Oh, that was kind of cool. I think you guys are gonna really like some of the stuff planned this season because I think this season's SummerSlam is gonna be leagues better than last season. Last season's SummerSlam, in my opinion, is probably the weakest of the 4 that we've done so far, with probably season 3 being the best SummerSlam of all of them. Oh. 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 Oh, this is getting intense, folks. Oh, please don't let that be it. Oh, jeez. That was a stressful moment there. I thought LA Knight was about to lose. There we go. Is LA Knight gonna do the 5-knuckle shuffle? Oh no, he's gonna do the LA Knight elbow. That blunt force trauma is getting so smooth. Love that. Love the LA Knight win on pay-per-view. PLE, whatever. Loving that. Yeah. Oh, hopefully this is where the push actually begins. Hopefully. Yeah. Cena struggling with the fucking rap shirt. I like that from Cena. We don't have to be friends out there, but you've earned my respect. I like that. You know what? I'd be into a Cena night match at Fastlane. So who dethrones Rey Mysterio? I don't know. Originally, I wanted to be LA Knight beating Austin Theory, but they just decided to do Rey Mysterio. I mean, I'm sure it'll probably be a heel Santos, but cares. Santos Escobar just doesn't interest me. Well, while they do all these recaps for the match I care least about, I'm going to play Marvel Snap. I very much enjoy Marvel Snap. It's a fun game. Yeah, Grayson Waller, Jimmy Uso, Santos Escobar. Love the first two. Oh, God. It could be Theory tonight, though. They could have Escobar cost Ray tonight. He's been doing some fun things in LSL recently. Oh yeah, he's been one of my more or less one of my projects this season. One of those that I actually do really want to do something with. Yeah, Grayson Waller and Kevin Owens are gonna. It's gonna be some fun stuff with them pretty soon. Trust me. I think you guys will really enjoy what we got planned there, or what I've got planned there, because that is one of those few things where it is more me than Ray on that regard. Oh yeah, Dijak returned this week in LS11. Very, very happy to have him back. Of course, he was actually supposed to return. No, this was when he was supposed to return. Yeah, I had to think on that for a second. Let's see. Yeah. Oh yeah. Hard Justice. Kind of gives you a little preview of what Dijak's gonna sound like. Oh yeah. Hard Justice, you know. He's very much just gonna be my it's just gonna be my Patrick Warburton impression. More than it's gonna be anything. I'm very excited for that though. Because my Patrick Warburton voice is something I pride myself on the ability to do. But yeah, you'll get to hear from Dijak tomorrow on Raw, or Monday on Raw. I don't know why I thought it was Sunday. But yeah, I'm in a very interesting position for recording PWO. You know, I don't really think the LWO shirts based on what city they're in are that great. I'm sure they probably sell really well in that city proper. But speaking of the LWO, Carlito is back in LS11, which It's because I thought he was supposed to be back in WWE any day now. Although, you know, if LWO goes heel on Ray and puts Carlito in instead. Harbingers of Doom have been doing things. Yeah, they have. They're going to be doing some big things on Monday. Trust me. Trust me. I got plans. I got ideas. I got moves to make involving Harbingers of Doom. I put them together for a reason. Oh my god, Rey Mysterio's match is once again sponsored by Cinnamon Toast Crunch. God's sake. Oh, for God's sake. He can't catch a break with the cinnamon toast crunch ads. Nope, he sure can't. I am not a cinnamon toast crunch guy personally. Oh, made my opponent retreat, by the way. I run a destruction deck in Marvel Snap for those curious. So like I just got some shards for Bucky Barnes, who becomes Winter Soldier when he gets destroyed. D'Angelo family, yeah, they've been doing some stuff. There's legitimately a lot of stuff coming up that I'm. This is gonna be a very fun month. There's something coming up in a couple weeks. 2 weeks from Monday, in fact. The go home for Clash of Champions, or for Night of Champions. I keep calling it Clash. It's been Clash for 7 years. It's been Clash longer than it hasn't at this point. I think it's been Clash longer than it's been Night, right? It became Clash in 2016. It's been Night of Champions, and no, you know, it was Night of Champions longer, but still. Ugh. God, this is only the third match, and we are an hour and a half into this show. It's like, what, a 6-match show, right? Something like that? Yeah, it's a 6-match show. So after this, all of it's the Judgment Day matches. It's at least one of the Judgment Day matches next, probably. Because odds are it's going to be Rollins and Nakamura main eventing as it should be. Can I just do this? Can I lay on the floor? Probably not. Yeah, it probably doesn't really work that well. If I did want to sit up against the couch, I could probably move the webcam a little closer. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Oh, also, is it this Tuesday or was it this past Tuesday? I don't know if you guys watched Retro SmackDown this week, but it was the first time I'd recorded on the PS5 in a while. Was this week's Retro SmackDown. You might have noticed that FNAF's security breach finally updated on my PS5 while I was recording SmackDown. And I don't know why. I just found that fact to be incredibly funny. The fact that Security Breach Ruin was installing while I was recording Universe. Oh yeah, the Grayson Waller effect with Cody. That's going to go like half an hour. We're going to be here for a while. So apparently, CM Punk and the Elite were scheduled to have a meeting. And it was canceled days before All In, according to House of Wrestling. Let's see. You know it's bad when the streamer is actively looking at his phone instead of watching the match. Yep, the more you know, I suppose. Oh, did Collision? Hold on. Wow, they started Collision with Tony Khan announcing that CM Punk had been fired. How about that? I mean, probably smart to start it that way, just to try and cut down on the chance a little. Pretty ballsy from Tony Khan. Yeah, I mean, I agree. Speaking of ballsy, something very ballsy is happening in LS11 very soon. Oh my god, I can't even talk about it. That's the thing. I'm not allowed to talk about it. But in I just realized something. The entire time I lived here, the buzzer on the dryer was turned off. I think it's because of me that it got turned off. As soon as I move out, it's back on. That's very funny. Let me check. When does this air? We are a month away from me doing possibly the most ballsy thing I've ever done on the channel. And no one's ever going to guess what it is. I mean, if someone actually guessed what it was, I would just throw up my hand and say, yeah, you got it. But yeah, it's going to be one of the most ridiculous things I've ever done coming up. It happens eventually. I can't even remember if I said what company it's in or not, but it's in LS11 Universe. That's all I can say. What's more ballsy than a World Cup and a cinematic match? Ooh, you have no idea. You don't even have a clue. That's all I'll say. Well, at least that match was pretty quick, all things considered. Oh. Excuse me. Somehow predicted a World Cup. I'm so mad at you for that. I'm so fucking mad at you for that. Because I had to downplay it too. Like, so for those who don't know, Pierre's in the Discord. Pierre is also part of the is one of my creative consultants. He's one of them. So Pierre, he doesn't know everything. Creative consultants don't know everything. In fact, they know probably 5%. They almost never know about title changes. They almost never know about title changes. They just sometimes know about matches that we're considering doing. That's about it. So I'm talking in the Discord. I'm like, oh, we're gonna do something huge. We're gonna do something crazy this season. And someone's like, oh, are you bringing back ARW or LSWF? And I just go, no, not at all. Have been there, done that. No thanks. Let's see. Let me see if I can find what exactly the conversation was. Okay. I say we're going to be making a massive announcement for members in the near future. Someone says indies. I say no, because originally that wasn't the idea. Sixth company? Absolutely not. Oh, ho, ho! Becky and Tiffany. Hell yeah. The only thing I can think of is an invasion of some kind with a LS11. Yeah. Oh, tag titles are next. Okay. This I'm excited for. I did like the why don't you go crawl back? I'm glad you could crawl out of your Mattel box. That was a fantastic joke by Rhea. Because everyone says Tiffany Stratton's just a real life Barbie, so. But yeah, no. So someone says six company. I say absolutely not. Pierre says World Cup. I just said, well, that just sounds like a logistical nightmare. Notice I didn't say no. Because I'm like, damn it, Pierre. Yeah, the World Cup's going to be really fun. I'm really excited for it. I'll share a couple other first round matches real quick. Some that I can confirm are happening. I won't confirm all of them yet, but some of them that I can confirm are happening. AJ Styles and Timothy Thatcher are going to face off in the first round, reigniting reigniting their NXT Season 2 rivalry. The Lucha Bros are going to go one-on-one. Phoenix and Penta both representing Mexico. Let's see. Will Ospreay versus Speedball Mike Bailey. That was the fourth match from this week's World Cup. I don't remember what all I'd said, but it's actually... So the 4 matches in this week's World Cup are actually Ishii and Gunther, Speedball versus Will Ospreay, Claudio and Moose, and EC3 versus Uya Uemura. So whatever the fourth one I'd mentioned was... Oh, Balor and Ishimori, that'll be next week. So my bad. Balor and Ishimori will be next week, not this week. So Balor Ishimori, you guys will know about. Let's see what else can I announce. Oh, a big truck match. Kevin Owens will represent Canada against Wardlow from the U.S. Let's see. 2 UK men will face off with, or 2 English men will face off with Pac versus Pete Dunne. Let's see. And I'll announce one more. 2 U.S. stars that'll face off. Jon Moxley and Rey Mysterio will have a first-round match. FemJF. Oh, that is such a good one. Alex has offered to do the voice of certain characters for me in the women's division. I need to see how she'd feel about doing Tiffany Stratton's voice. Essentially, how she'd feel about playing a female Barbie villain, essentially. Because if anyone needs to do promos, it's Tiffany. I'm really excited for you guys to see the triple threat of Tiffany, Roxanne, and Trish as well. Ospreay versus Bayley sounds like a banger. Oh, absolutely. All right. The street fight is coming up. I'm excited. I'm really hoping for a Judgment Day win. But Kevin Owens has gone on pants instead of shorts, so... Whoa, 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 let's go! Alright, let me check something real quick before I make any formal announcements. Yes. Okay, so obviously the whole thing with Night of Champions is that it's going to be a 12-match card with every WWE champion defending their title, including me, as long as I keep the hardcore title. I'll be defending that title against whoever. I'm campaigning for Zander versus Rhea Ripley for the hardcore title. I'm trying. I really am. God knows how long it's been since Pac's been in LS11. Yeah. Yeah. Whoops. Maybe we'll get to see him more now that we're doing the indies, though. You know. Pac will be someone you guys get to see more of in NXT, though. For sure. I mean, it's a street fight, so it's essentially, if JD McDon't Google Me is in there, gets involved, it's essentially 5-on-2. How are Sammy and Kevin gonna retain, right? I mean, Poetic Justice would be if Finn finally uses the briefcase to get a win instead of getting hit by it. Also, if Damian Priest and Finn Balor win this, Finn Balor officially becomes a Grand Slam champion, if I'm correct. Oh yeah, PR. I've been meaning to ask. Did you get your trophy? I know I got the notification had been delivered, but I never heard from you about it. So you got it, right? IRL, he was already in the main roster at that point. Yeah, we've talked about making his call-up be later, though. When it comes to Pac. We talked about having his call-up be a few months later. So that we could, like, do a proper send-off for him. Because, like, he didn't really get a proper send-off. Okay, cool, you got it. Cool. Just want to make sure. Hopefully everything was spelled right on it as well. I just copy-pasted your YouTube name to make sure I got it right. That's how I always do it, is I just copy-paste the YouTube names. Because I'm terrified I'll accidentally... I have a really bad habit of typing the wrong things sometimes. So good. That means that all 5 seasons now someone's gotten their trophy. Season 1, I just gave myself a trophy because we weren't doing it yet. Season 2 was Carol that got it. Season 3 was Zach, and Season 4 was Pierre. So I'm curious who will win Season 5, because Zach is now eligible to win the trophy again. If Pierre wins, he'll get probably the trophy again, actually. I've said that if anyone wins 3 seasons, they'll get an actual LS11 prediction belt. So probably in 2 or 3 years, I'll be sending either Zach or Pierre the stuff. He just refused to lose to Enzo, and it was spelled correctly. Cool. Yeah. So we'll probably do Pac, or Neville, Pac, whatever. He'll probably get more time in LS11 NXT just to do like a proper send off at Takeover Brooklyn. Because the thing is, we're only doing like 3 months of NXT. We're going from Beast in the East to Takeover Brooklyn, I think. I think is the key word. Possibly Respect. I don't know. But I know we're at least going to Brooklyn. And that might... I don't know how long there was between those 2 shows. So, like, we'd probably want to do an actual send-off for him then. Because I'm a big Pac fan. And, yeah, we're also talking about doing the North American title early. So him being in the tournament for that could be pretty good. I am really excited for you guys to see what we've got planned, though. Because 3 of the people in this match will be in NXT season, or in NXT's Throwback Series. What is this? Cruiserweight Champion Enzo was fun. I only wish the cast was still with him. Yeah, Enzo's someone that we're like... He's such a difficult situation to approach. Because it's, you know, you don't have Big Bill getting anywhere near as popular as he ended up being without his time with Enzo. But at the same time, do we give Enzo the time of day? It's the same thing with Austin Aries. Like, he obviously existed. He exists within the lore of LS11 because he had 7 matches or whatever in LS11 universe before speaking out. But now it's like, do we just pretend that the guy only manifested into existence for those 3 months ever and anyone knew who he was? Or do we just, hindsight's 2020, which has a whole new meaning nowadays, do we just hindsight's 2020 and use him a little bit? I don't know. It's a very moral dilemma. Because, like, I didn't use Benoit. Benoit just didn't exist in LS11. But, you know... It's such a moral conflict I'm having there. It's one of those things we'll probably just have to dance around a little bit. Oh, he's got a Terry Funk shirt on. That's awesome. This is a Terry Funk hardcore match. A little bit more so than the last one they did with the 1 table spot in 20 minutes. Of course, Stadium Stampede was definitely something Terry would have done. I will admit, the Moxley skewer spot All In, I wanted to vomit when I saw it. But yeah, so at Night of Champions, Sami Zayn is going to defend the SmackDown Tag Titles again, and this time he has to find an opponent. It won't be El Generico this time. Anyone got any bold predictions on who Sammy might get if he gets anyone, or do you guys think he's going to have to forfeit the titles to whoever ends up challenging him, which will either be Sheamus and Ridge Holland or Gallows and Anderson? Curious to see what people think. Sam Stampede was a Terry Funk out of 10 match despite its gruesomeness. Well, I think that's probably what made it a Terry Funk match, was the gruesomeness of it. Good God, it was just gruesome. Which, the more I think about it, I don't think Mox is winning the international title tomorrow. I think Cassidy's retaining, and then someone will challenge him on Wednesday and win it. And it'll be like a gust of wind could knock Orange Cassidy over. They'll have Mox be his hardest ever defense, and he'll beat Mox. But just barely beat Jon Moxley. Someone will beat Orange Cassidy 3 nights later by essentially just going, and then they'll win. Which could be Miro for all we know. That'd be cool. Or Claudio, but Claudio got pinned by Cassidy, actually. Tommaso, I'm pretty sure he and Sammy can get along just fine. Well, that may actually be getting, that idea may actually get addressed on Friday, believe it or not. No Dom, Rhea, or JD McFuckface yet. Jay White, yeah. Jay White and Sami Zayn, you know. No, it'll be Card Blade. Card Blade. And we're going to keep having Sammy team up with people who aren't actually people, or who aren't actually different people. It'll be Sami Zayn and Card Blade. There you go. Also, if they do an AEW Fight Forever 2, Card Blade better be at least a weapon in it. Which, you know, I feel like they got it. They're probably going to do more DLC for Fight Forever, I'd imagine. Because I don't think FTR, Keith Lee and the Bunny, Danhausen and Hook are enough DLC. And Matt Hardy. I think there's definitely plenty more people you could do DLC for, like Jay White and Juice Robinson, the Guns, the Acclaimed. So on and so forth. No, even better, Juice Robinson, even though I think he and the Guns are going to be the Acclaimed. Oh, now that I'd be into. Imagine if Card Blade dethrones Cassidy. Oh, you're talking about the international title. Yeah, yeah. Jay White could be a good one to beat Orange Cassidy, though, legitimately. Jay White and Juice are both good options, though, for real. Miro is one I'm thinking about. I don't know who else I'd like to see beat Cassidy. Definitely not Wheeler Yuta, because, like, Yuta is just kind of there. There's Dom. There's Dom. Also, seeing Judgment Day all together, can we just appreciate the thumbnail for this live stream? It's legitimately my favorite live stream thumbnail I've done. Yeah, Swerve is someone I would have argued for as well. Because it does feel like the Orange Cassidy run has just become a little bit samier and samier of like, oh, is he going to lose? Is he going to lose? And then he loses. And then he doesn't. Oh my God, Sammy and Kevin put on Philadelphia Penguin or Pittsburgh Penguins jerseys. I'm a hockey guy, but I'm not a Penguins guy. I'm a Bruins guy. But of course, the Canadians are using hockey weapons or hockey sticks. Oh my God, is Kevin Owens bleeding? Yeah, Owens is bleeding. And of course, now they're hockey fighting Dom. Shit, Owens is bleeding. Not used to seeing blood in a WWE match. Takeshita could dethrone. Oh, Takeshita would be a good one. That's true. Hadn't thought about that, but he'd be a good one. This is where Finn's gonna accidentally hit Damien. No. Yeah, they usually would censor that by going black and white, or keeping the cameras off of him. Unfortunately, Sammy and Kevin's tag team title run hasn't been the best. It's been fun, but it's not been the best. I think the Callis family will get a new member tomorrow. There's Kesha will win clean. I mean, might as well just strap the rocket to the guy. He's going to be around for the next 20 years. Oh no! Oh no! Kevin, no! If you look at the way he just threw that chair into Sammy's dick. He just threw that chair into Sammy's dick. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, Kevin Owens is a maniac. What are they about to do to him? The Cow's family can be exclusively young people like Jack Perry, Daniel Garcia, Nick Wayne, Hell, Billy Starks. You know what? If you want more heat on Jack Perry, you put him in there. Although I would kind of like to see, like, I love what Ray's doing with Jack Perry right now. Having him and Luchasaurus reform as a heel team, I think that's brilliant. When he was like, I want to see when he was like, I want to see what you think. He was like, what if I put Jack Perry and Luchasaurus together as a heel team? I was like, dude, that's fantastic. I think they should do that now. The heat Christian and Jungle Boy, or the heat Christian and Jack Perry get now as a team. Like, yeah, Christian made fun of the fact Jack Perry's dad is dead, but oh, Kevin. Oh, Kevin, you're about to do something stupid. Oh, Kev. Kev, why? Jesus Christ. Oh, jeez, Kev. You know, I do really feel for Ray, just because we're talking about Jack Perry. It makes me think of the CM Punk situation. I do feel for Ray because now that's two people he's been doing stuff with this season that he's just having to ride out. First was Brian Pillman Jr. and now CM Punk. Hey, oh shit. I mean, the finish to this match has it's gotta be Finn actually getting the briefcase in hand and hitting someone with it for the win. The Modern Classic was a fun act while they lasted. Yeah, it was fun. I know Ray was really excited about them. They were actually going to be Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. That was an idea I'd had forever ago, was those two together. And Ray was like, I don't know about that. Oh! There's your table spot. No Rhea yet, no other guy. I think Judgment Day is just about to lose clean. Oh, there he is. There he is. There's fuckface. God, Kevin. Like, I think it's pretty well known Kevin Owens, much like myself, does not like JD McDonough. Oh my god! He really doesn't like him. Like, jeez. Oh, shit. That's mommy right there. I think we're about to get the title change. Yeah, the 5-on-2 I talked about earlier. Here we go. Drop kick. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, Dom with the briefcase. I was going to say 5-on-2 and they just still win. The briefcase finally won for Finn. Finn finally won with a briefcase shot. Yeah. Finn Balor's now a Grand Slam champion. Finally. Oh, I love that. I'm so fucking happy that they won. I love Judgment Day, man. Cannot wait for that entrance later tonight with all the gold. Damien could still walk out as world champion tonight, too. That's the craziest part. And I say you do it. They just pulled off the Cena, Orton, Michaels, Edge finish. Oh, I saw that finish for the first time ever this week, by the way. That is such a great finish. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Cody's just confirmed that the Grayson Waller show or Grayson Waller effect is up next. Look at all that gold. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Put the title on Priest tonight, damn it. Or Nakamura. I'm good with either. But like Seth's reign is starting to lose me a little bit. Fuck yeah, man. That just makes me so happy. Like, legitimately just makes me really happy. And there is the last feeding for the cats for the night. Which means you're going to hear my alarm to feed the cats go off soon. I don't know why I find it so funny that the NFL titles. I don't know why I find it so funny that WWE currently produces championship belts for the same football team that is owned by the owner of AEW with the Jaguars. Which of course the Jaguars title gets the least amount of time in the commercial because of that. Which it's funny. I know this is dumb, but like I'm not a football guy. I never have been. But just because Tony Khan just seems like a good guy, I'm a Jaguars fan because of him. Like, if anyone's like, all right, Xander, who's your football team? I'll just go, the Jaguars. If they're like, what player do you like? I'm like, I don't know. I'm not a football fan. I never have been. I never will be. I don't care about football, especially because in my state, when preseason starts for 2 weeks, SmackDown airs at midnight instead of 8 o'clock. I wonder what Cody. So Cody said that he's going to have an announcement on the Grayson Waller effect tonight. Curious what that'll be. You know, Ray and I were talking about this because we've never done the finish the story thing with Cody. I feel like we'd be okay to put the WWF title on Dusty if we wanted to one day in a retro series. Like, just thinking about it logistically, we've never talked about his father never winning the WWE title. We've never done the finish the story thing with Cody. He's been World Heavyweight Champion and has talked about how his father held that belt in the NWA. Because Dusty has held big gold before. So, like, if we wanted to have Dusty be WWF champion at some point, we totally could. I don't know if we'll ever get to do, like, Golden Era. Because that just doesn't seem like something that interests anybody anymore. If anything, you guys will probably get, like, Golden Era pay-per-views occasionally. Just to fill in the timeline. But I also get why people wouldn't want that weekly either. That is true. Technically, in a weird way, it's a true story. I mean, yeah, if you guys remember, I did this at WrestleMania. When I yelled, Drew McIntyre, you are the chosen one, when he hit the second Claymore and was going for the third. That was my version of Michael Cole saying he's going to finish the story before Cody got cost the match by Solo. That's exactly what it was supposed to be mirroring. And now no one's seen or heard from Drew since WrestleMania. And is it because we're waiting to hold out and see what he does? I can neither confirm nor deny that. That's my headcanon. Fair enough. Which it is crazy. We actually talked about Drew being the one to beat Bobby Roode at one point. Which, you know, in hindsight, with Bobby Roode, I wouldn't have done the reign. I have a bit of a thing to talk about when Cody comes out. And Brandy got in the way of the Claymore. Yep. Grayson Waller's got such star potential. Big Grayson Waller fan. There, I was watching Collision. Welcome back, Zach. But yeah, now I got a thing with Cody when he comes out. I got to talk about. Becky beat Trish. Adrenaline in my soul, every fight out of control. I do it all to get them off the feet. Crowd is here, about to blow, ready for me to start the show. Out the curtain, lights go up, I'm home. Whoa! Okay, so my thing about Cody. My thing about Cody. I get married in a week. I will be walking down the aisle to Kingdom by Downstate. I'm not joking. Do you see Waller as a pillar for WWE? I mean, I don't really like the whole pillar concept, but I mean, if I had to, I'd say probably. Oh, my feed missile alarm's going off. We'll snooze that until the end of the Waller effect. The Reign of Rude was fine. I know, but I know I asked you what you would change from Finn's reign. I think you said Joe. Yeah, yeah. My one thing is I would have had Samoa Joe beat Finn Balor and do something similar to what we've got going on with him now in Impact. Because Samoa Joe's Impact World title reign may low-key be better than Cody's world title reign. And I know Ray's not going to be happy that I said that. But the Missing Universe announcements. I announced the card for tomorrow's indie show, and I announced what the first 4 matches of the World Cup would be. Those will both be membership things coming out this week. I think that's all I announced. And those World Cup matches are going to be Tomohiro Ishii versus Gunther, Speedball Mike Bailey versus Will Ospreay, Claudio Castagnoli versus Moose, and EC3 versus Uya Uemura. EC3 is going to finally return to LS11 Universe this week. And then I announced that tomorrow on the indie show, it's going to be main evented by Cardona versus Cornold, for obviously. So... yeah, I saw you join on the other account, Zach. What? Oh yeah, scrap story for Bray. I might tell that on stream tonight, just because I don't know if the Scrapyard series is ever going to happen at this point. I've got the entire first episode written. I have just not had the time to record. So I might tell that story tonight, because, like, I have the script for the first episode written. I just haven't had time to record it. Yeah. Apostasy. Yeah. Yeah. Only one tiny little thing I'd change from Bray Scrapyard. What was it? I like that. You say some mean stuff to me? Probably. Want to see what you do with AOP back in WWE. Yeah. Although, isn't Blake Weston actually a coach at the Performance Center now? I keep the funhouse the same, but he has a picture of Finn Balor with the WWE title. Interesting. Wait. Is Cody about to announce he's been traded to SmackDown? Oh, shit! Jey Uso to Monday Night Raw. Could Jay be the one to beat Gunther? Legitimate question. I think that might be the way they go. Interesting. What are you doing over there, Missile? Fair point, Grayson. Not saying he'd be World Heavyweight Champion, but he could be. He could be. Boom! Grayson Waller. The way he's laying there with his eyes mostly open, he's just like, should have known this was going to happen. Which I think, whoops. Let me double check something real quick. Yes, I believe not this Monday, but next Monday on LS11 Raw, will be when Grayson Waller and Kevin Owens get their match. I think that's when I'm doing it. It's going to be before Night of Champions, obviously. Not as big of a fan of Jay's remix of the theme song. Down just me, day one issues. I'm not as big a fan of that one. Is it bad that when I watch the show you base Cody off of because of what you're doing? No, it's great that I've gotten people to watch The Boys. It's a fantastic show. Now, you might have just heard Neon Cat randomly start playing. That is my ringtone to tell me it's time to feed the cats. So, while the stuff for Rhea and Raquel plays, I am going to run and feed the cats. It doesn't take long. It takes like 2 minutes. And Arnold Schwarzenegger's autobiography is going to follow on topping while I stand up. Oh, man. Okay, I wish I had some kind of question to leave you guys on while I was doing this, but I don't. The cats just need to eat, so that's kind of important. I'm back. I'm almost back. I'm just gonna step over my computer. Okay, I'm back. So I don't understand the Solo character based off of. Solo's not really based off of anyone from The Boys. Solo's kind of where we start differentiating a little bit more. Probably. Solo's probably more like Noir than Drew is. Oh, I got it. I got it. So to explain it, Zach, because I know you've watched the show or started watching the show, but I won't spoil anything from season 3 just in case. But Black Noir, the character Drew was originally based off of. Something happens with Noir where going into the new season there is a fake Black Noir that they're bringing in. They're pretending that it's the real one. Something happens. I won't confirm or deny what happens. And they're just all acting like it's the real Black Noir. Nothing changed. That's kind of how that's kind of how Cody is being with Solo. Like, what are you talking about? Solo's always been my muscle. Drew McInwho. Yeah, he's the monster on Cody's leash as well. I mean, Roman is definitely, if you guys haven't figured it out, Roman is Soldier Boy. Oh, this Judgment Day entrance is gonna be something. Oh, no, just Rhea, never mind. I do think we could see them end the night with all the gold, though, like including the world title. Which also, I will say, if Damian Priest and Seth Rollins have a match for the World Heavyweight title. Yep, Roman's the original product. Saving it for Raw. True. Which I will admit, there was a part of me. There was a small part of me that almost had this exchange between Cody and Roman. You know, when I was gone, I looked at you. I was jealous. And then I realized I'm better than you. Cody, you're wearing a cape. Bray Wyatt Hall of Fame ceremony. I don't know if I would do that. LS11 Hall of Fame. I don't know if I'd do an LS11 Hall of Fame. Like, I'll think about it. I'll talk to Ray about the idea. I'll have to think on that. Because, like, Bray is going to be a big part of the retro series, the next one. Because the next one is probably going to be TLC 2013 to WrestleMania, or to Payback 2014. That's me urging you guys to vote for that, because that'll have a lot of Bray Wyatt stuff. That'll have the rise of Daniel Bryan. That'll have the rise of the Shield. That'll have the big stuff with the Shield in it. With Rollins, Reigns, and Ambrose. Just realized Priest could have made a great disciple for Rollins. Yeah, he could have. I'm pumped to see Raquel in this position, by the way. Like, I'm really happy for Raquel in this position. Also, Rhea Ripley growing out her hair. I'm not prepared for how it's going to look when it's really long. Long-haired Rhea Ripley is something that it both excites me and terrifies me. Yeah, Zach, you make a good point with calling it the rise of Daniel Bryan. That's probably what I will put as, like, the riot. Like, it'll be like, you know, continue Ruthless Aggression era on Raw. Like, you know, do the Raw side. Bray Wyatt NXT run. Yeah, if we get to do like 2012, 2013, which Ray and I talked about this, we're both actually interested in the idea of doing like super early NXT. Like super early 2012 NXT, 2013. Like the Seth Rollins, Bo Dallas, Bray Wyatt, Big E class. The people who are the main eventers now, like the Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Big E, the people who are main eventers now. Unfortunately, Bray no longer with us, and Bo not doing anything now because of that. But, you know, the generation from NXT, probably the best generation from NXT when it comes to people who became world champs. Because other than that, like, who's come through NXT that's become world champion in the last 5 years? Bryan in the middle, Triple H, Shield, and the Wyatts in the background. That's a fantastic shout. Originally, the idea was it was Bryan front and center, Orton and Cena, each with the world titles, but I like that more. Bryan, the Shield, Triple H, and the Wyatts. On Collision, they announced Starks and Bryan in a strap match. Neat. I think Pierre told me that at the beginning of the stream as well, but I've had a drink since then, so. Fortunately, the alcohol I had to kick off the stream a couple hours ago I've started coming down a little bit from that. Oh, by the way, the big trucks is gonna eat the little trucks! I forgot that. I forgot to do that. Yeah, that KO and Finn Balor. I don't really count Drew McIntyre because I don't really count him as an NXT call-up because he was on the main roster first and then went back to NXT. Yeah. And KO's call-up was 8 years ago now. Kevin Owens has been on main roster for almost 10 years. Next year makes 9 years since his debut on Raw. Well, yeah, no, I'm thinking... Yeah, no, like... Yeah, no. Seriously, that is it. Finn Balor and Kevin Owens are the only recent call-ups. You need to make a video of what counts as a big truck. It's different between men and women. With men, it's either you've got to be super tall or super wide, or preferably both. Stark should win. Danielson has been lukewarm for months. Yeah, well, Danielson's been out injured. Has been a part of it, Ray. He's been out injured since after Okada. So, currently announced for LS11 Night of Champions. Hold on, let me pull up my folder for that on my phone, and I can double check I don't accidentally announce something. I don't want to announce a match and then have the number one contenders match, essentially, is what I'm saying, because I don't want you guys to know, like, oh, this is who's going to win Gargano versus Tony D on Monday, because Zander already said who's challenging Bronson Reed. Let's see, Night of Champions. Jesus. You ready for the nightly Moxley Bloodfest? I'm probably not going to watch All Out, because I don't have, unless, yo ho ho, but I'm not going to do a watch along. Okay, so at Night of Champions, I can confirm 4 matches. Currently, the confirmed matches are Roxanne Perez versus Tiffany Stratton versus Trish Stratus for the women's world title, Becky Lynch versus Asuka for the women's title, Elektra Lopez and JC Jane of Divas of Tomorrow, Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville, and then Liv for Bliss and a triple threat for the tag titles, and then Ilya Dragunov versus Seth Rollins for the IC title. Do you guys see any title changes coming out of those 4 matches? I do hope he gets the AEW title at one point, though. Him and Moxley can only step in when the man children backstage bicker. Yeah, pretty much. Man, I can't wait for Jon Moxley to become the interim real world champion. So I guess they're just going to pretend that the real world title never existed. Probably, anyway. God help me, if Punk goes back to WWE, is he going to have the AEW title blurred like Ric Flair had the big gold that they blurred? Yeah, Zach says women's tag might change hands. Interesting. Imagine. God. They could do it. That's the worst part. I don't think CM Punk would show back up in WWE. I definitely don't think Impact could afford him. I love Impact, but I don't think they can afford him. There's nowhere else for him to go. Like, New Japan would not put up with that. NWA definitely can't afford him. Possibly Dragunov, but I'm not confident. Okay. 50% on the women's world. Hey, Dana. Welcome back to the stream, baby. I know the cats are a little curious as to why I'm sitting on the floor, but it's the only place I can really sit right now. Memes if Punk goes back to WWE. Oh, I will be so angry. I will not be happy. I know that I'm usually happy when I get more toys to play with in Universe. I will not be happy if CM Punk comes back to WWE. That is not a toy I want. I don't want the CM Punk toy. I wanted the Jay White toy. We saw how that went. Technically, technically, I've got the Nick Aldis toy for WWE Universe now. Like, and by that I mean Nick Aldis is working as a producer now. Could use him in WWE, I think. I think that's fair. I think that's fair game at this point. Say women's tag is most likely to change hands. Man, Rollins needs a break to rest his back. The world title needs him. I think the world title needed him. I don't think it needs him anymore. Would you accept Cardblade? I would accept Cardblade. I mean, I want a Cardblade. When I have my own office space, like when I have my own room to record in, when we move again in December, I am going to get some cutouts to put in the background, probably. We've already got Brittany. I need to get Zander Cardver. Well, I mean, currently Aldis is going to be in the World Cup, so I got that going for me at least. Nick Aldis is first round in the World Cup. I got to double check that I'm not saying the wrong name. But I believe Nick Aldis' first round in the World Cup is against Brian Cage. Yes. Nick Aldis and Brian Cage. That's the first round match for those two guys. One of those guys will advance. Aldis might be the one to end the reign of Cody. Perhaps so. Who'd Shinsuke face if he were to win the world title? Sammy and Kevin. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to see those guys run it back. They had some good matches in NXT. Sammy and Shinsuke, I mean, had a good match in NXT. And then Shinsuke and KO is something we've never really gotten. So that could be fun. Who else is on? Whoops. Motor skills aren't fully there at this point. But let's see, who else is on Raw? Let me pull up the Raw roster. I've currently got a picture of Todd Howard as a Messiah on my phone because I watched the 40-minute gameplay trailer for Starfield, and Todd Howard, you did it again. I'm so fucking excited I'm so fucking excited for Starfield. Surprised Kyle isn't in the World Cup. I asked about that, but Ray explained to me why he'd rather me not use him, and I told him that was fine. There were some names that I was kind of shocked I wasn't allowed to use, but Ray explained them to me, and I told him that was fine. Ultimately, when it's like AEW and New Japan guys, I understand, and I don't question, or it's not that I don't question Ray, it's that I'm not going to fight back against him. There's Champa and Johnny if you want. Bronson, yeah, true. I'm looking through the roster. Gable could get built up pretty well. They're doing a good job so far. McIntyre, if he, will ditch the fucking goofball he's with. Cannot wait for him to just kick that fucker in the face. Gunther, obviously. once Gunther breaks the world or the IC title record, he needs to start going for that world title too. That's really it immediately that I see. Sammy, KO, Gargano, and Ciampa, if they build them up, which, where is Johnny Gargano? Maybe he'll be back on Monday. Maybe. Gunther, Bronson Reed, if you build him up. Chad Gable. Only Bobby Fish was in the tournament. He was supposed to be. WWE needs to do an AEW. WWE needs to do an AEW and do what AEW did to Punk. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, honestly. And I don't know if that's that it just doesn't make sense or if it's that I've been drinking. I haven't decided yet. Oh, get rid of the problems. There's really no problem. Oh, yeah, the only problems WWE has at this point are two people. Were there any other names you wanted in the World Cup but couldn't? Jericho was one I wanted, but Ray told me no. And that's fine. Jericho was one. Kyle was one. Naito was gonna be in it, but Ray requested I don't use him for some other stuff, and that's fine. I wanted Bobby Fish in there as a joke, but we needed extra space, and I kind of realized I've already got EC3 in there, so there's only so many, and Danhausen, so there's only so many comedy spots I can do. Who else? Obviously, Drew McIntyre / Galloway is someone I would have liked to have in there, but we're keeping him off screen until we know where he's going to be right now. If he re-signs with WWE or if he's going to go AEW or Impact or something. Who else? Jay White would have been cool, but I knew that was one I wasn't getting for various reasons. Malachi would have been someone I would have liked. Buddy Matthews and Bronson Reed, I would have put in there if they weren't champions, because the whole caveat is you can't be a world champion to enter the World Cup. If someone wins like a mid-card or tag title during the World Cup, that's one thing. If they win a world title, they will forfeit the World Cup and someone else will take their place. Essentially, if, let's just say, I'm going to use one of my guys, for example. Does Impact have the money for him now? I don't know. Depends on how much money he wants, I guess. But yeah, anyway. Weirdly, why not Brody King? Because I didn't think of him. Oh, and also, Brody King's from the US, so I kind of decided I had my 16 US guys, and that was it. Because I didn't want it to take up more than a quarter. Zander, you're about to receive a StreamYard code. Message it to me. Okay, I got you. I'm glad you let me know, because that tells me I gotta put my earbud back in. Alright, got you. (2011) WWE. Oh yeah, that'd be a fun retro series to do. Even with Phil. Simpler times with Phil, at least. That'd be a time period, or is that 2010? Phil won the title in 2011, but I actually want to do 2010 at some point. I want to do the Nexus story at some point. I want to do, I want to start at SummerSlam and go through WrestleMania 27. I gotta fix my hometown's WrestleMania. I gotta fix that. Dom! God, his hair's gotten so long. Dom is going to take the Tahana bomb, isn't he? Well, one more match, Christian was part of the SmackDown roster at the time, so... we'd probably still be doing the brand split at that point, I think. I don't know. And that's game. Me next, please. Unapologetically gonna say that one. Oh, shit. I'm getting a battery low warning on my earbuds. Not sure if Michael Tarver, David Otunga, and Skip Sheffield are Nexus material. Okay. So, I gotta figure out this earbud situation now. Because this is gonna die. And I don't know where my other ones are. Oh, I remember those names too, trust me. Can't wait for Lethal Lockdown. Yeah, that's next weekend. No, that's in 2 weeks. That's 2 weeks. That's 2 weeks from today. Because that next weekend's my wedding. Yes, 2 weeks from today. Okay. So, what I'm going to do, because I don't know where my other... I got new versions of these recently, and they have just gone missing. I bought them and they're... Hold on. Lance Catamaran, what are you doing here? Cena doing the Tom Phillips as well. Oh, here comes Ray. Okay, let me go mute my Peacock tab real quick. There we go. And I'll pop my wireless earbud back on the charger. Because now we got a small problem in that... do I need to add you in, by the way? Or are you going to add yourself? Okay. So now people are going to be seeing me setting this up. Okay. So hold on before you say anything, Ray, because I don't think anyone can hear you yet. Because of my computer acting up. So I've got an idea to try and remedy that. Got my speakers that normally go to this computer. So, for reference to everyone, my computer is currently hooked up to an old TV because I'm in my old apartment right now. And I don't have everything with me that I normally have. So let me try doing this. And I can try this. No idea how this is going right now. Settings, audio. Okay. I'm gonna refresh StreamYard real quick. This is a little awkward to do on stream, but we are doing our best. Oh, there's Ray. Now we're in. Okay, hold on. I'm getting there.
Hey, Pierre. My prediction. West Briscoe or Garrett Bischoff.
There we go. Now people can hear you.
Zach, I don't think either of those is correct. I don't remember what Zander had off the top of my head, but I don't think it's any of that. So unfortunately, I don't think that's a thing, right, Zander?
What was that?
So Zach was asking. Let me turn off the fan.
Yeah. Also, Ray, if you don't mind just staying quiet for 2 seconds here while I test something. I'm gonna make sure that it's not gonna take a peacock if I turn the audio back on.
Okay.
A wife.
And it is. Okay, so I'm gonna have to figure out how I can listen to the show without the audio being a problem.
I still have Peacock on this TV. I don't use Peacock. Like, okay, so like it has The Office, right? I feel like I watched The Office more when it was on Netflix.
Yeah, I can understand that.
I don't understand like I think like it's because Netflix has been around for so long, and for a while everyone had a Netflix.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't anymore.
Nope, I don't, because it's like $20 a month now or something.
Oh my god, I don't know. I use someone else's.
It's ridiculous how much it costs. Okay. If I knew where my other earbuds were, or my other wireless earbuds were, I'd use those. I think I've got a pair of wired ones in here though, because I can't listen to wrestling on mute. It's like the pandemic. If I can't hear any, if there's no audible noise, it takes me out of it.
Oh yeah. Oh dude, like so one of the like hardest things to watch if you're an MMA fan is this fight between Tony Ferguson and Justin Gaethje.
Yeah.
Because it was so Tony Ferguson is known for being this crazy violent fighter, super hard hitting, right? And in this fight, Justin Gaethje ripped Tony apart.
Yeah.
Tony was completely exposed. And Tony had like been known for these massive crowd reactions and all this. But like, do you want to know what's really messed up?
What's that?
This was the first fight of the pandemic era, so there was no crowd. So you're literally just hearing how hard Justin Gaethje is punching Tony.
Yeah.
Just audibly, you're just hearing the bam, bam of him just like, of Tony like just getting the absolute hell kicked out of him. It does something to you.
Mm.
Because I am a Justin Gaethje fan, and he does seem like a nice guy. But he just seems like that guy who
Okay, hang on. I'm figuring something out here real quick. So people can't hear you again for just a second while I'm trying to set this up. I can hear you, but other people can't for just a second. I do apologize to everyone about how this is currently going. I'm all right. There we go. And I apologize if everyone's seeing like the back end of StreamYard while we're doing this too.
Phil's gone. Who knows what's gonna happen to Jack Perry at this point?
There we go. We got you working again at least. I guess I'll just watch on my laptop for the rest of the night. That way I can just plug my earbuds in there, mute the StreamYard tab on this end.
Sorry, my guy.
Nah, you're fine.
Are you using a webcam?
I'm using my desktop computer, so my webcam's right there, and my laptop is here to monitor the chat with. And I'm in the StreamYard as well to make sure that everything stays up.
Could you plug your webcam into your laptop?
What was that?
Could you plug your webcam into your laptop?
Well, I'm streaming through OBS is the thing.
Oh.
Oh, I think we're about to be invaded on stream. Hang on.
What do you mean?
The world's cutest invasion is about to happen.
What do you mean? Oh, is Nizzle about to run in here?
Yeah, she's like 2 feet away. There she is. Oh Lord, she coming. We've been invaded.
Nizzle's like, I don't give a fuck about the stream.
No, she just wants my attention.
But she doesn't want to be held.
Okay, and so now, let me...
Cats are weird, man.
Yeah, just a little bit.
They don't want to be held, but yet they want attention. Sometimes they want attention, but they don't want to be touched at all. Like, if you pet them, that's too much.
Yeah.
But if you ignore them, that's also offensive.
Okay, here we go. Okay, so now I'm watching over here, which is good, because I can do that, and people can't see it. I can still see and talk to you, so that's good.
I'm logging on my computer now to just, I was trying to do it on my PS4.
There we go, and now I've got the chat on screen for myself as well. So Ray Pierre asks if you are now having to rip up your CM Punk plans. Missile! Missile! Missile!
I mean, like...
Missile, the pile of stuff that we have to load into the car is not something you should be trying to wander through like a minefield. That was a very cool intro for Shinsuke there.
Are they like... Is it like to the point where Dana and Missile have been together for so long? Missile relies on Dana to tell Missile when Missile's doing something stupid. So
yeah,
when Missile doesn't
They're very bonded at this point.
So when Dana's not around, Missile just continually does more stupid things.
Oh, Dana's here. She's around here somewhere.
She didn't stay in your new place?
No, we like to keep the cats together now because they are so tightly bonded. Oh, Great Mood is at ringside.
Oh, fun. I appreciate, legends showing up and stuff like that. I've got it pulled up, but
God, they're saying this is Shinsuke's first main event of a pay-per-view ever. That's ridiculous. The fact the guy fought for the WWE title on 3 consecutive pay-per-views.
Yeah.
And never main evented. That just reminds me of how many times AJ didn't get the main event during his year-long reign.
Oh yeah, man. It was like, in that way, him and CM Punk are very similar. Okay.
Oh, we still got.
I want to take my camera down for a second. Give me 1 sec.
Okay. Oh, Ray's gone. I mean, yeah, during Shinsuke's Nutcracker days, and then he just kind of randomly won the U.S. title, and that was that. I'm really hoping for a Shinsuke win tonight. Yeah, we have made it to the main event, folks. We're probably going to go for 30 more minutes, is my assumption, because it's 10:55. There's no way this show ends at 11. Face MJF is weird. Face MJF's enjoyable. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed Face MJF. Like I said, I just really want Nakamura to win. I just want to see him with the world title. Whenever he's turning tomorrow. I doubt it. Ah, baby face. That's pretty good. That's good. Very well played. Oh, shit. Again, motor skills. A little impaired still. I wonder if it's going to be... I wonder if we're going to see Nakamura pull out the Nutcracker tonight. Do I hope so? Not at all. It would pop me, though. I would pop for a low blow. He's also getting to do, like, Nakamura mannerisms right now. Do you like the Cena shirt? Yeah, I like it. I saw it on Twitter the other day. One of the reasons I'm excited to do 2010 to 2011 if we do that one day with the Nexus Purple John Cena was a menace. I think about the 2011 Rumble where he came in and just wiped out the Nexus. Purple Cena was a menace. There's Dana. Dana, that's not your food. Hey. Dana. Ray, you're in charge for a minute. I gotta get Dana over to her bowl. There you go. Go on. That's not your bowl. There you go. Keep walking. Go on. Your bowl's over there. Oh, she saw me stand up and she knows, oh shit, when Dad stands up, I've messed up.
All right, there we go.
I was talking a little bit about how one of the retros. I was talking a little earlier when you weren't on the stream. How one of the retro series I want to do one day is SummerSlam 2010 through Mania 27. Talking about how purple shirt John Cena was invincible.
Oh yeah.
Will we ever get Blue Cane? So we will never get Blue Cane because Blue Cane got a cease and desist. Blue Pain, very distinctly different. Very possibly. Especially if I'm doing the indies now.
You want to know what would be amazing?
What's that?
Just change the mask design a little bit.
Yeah.
Make it green and change it to Blacade. Just troll them entirely.
I mean, they're missing the opportunity. They are missing the opportunity for a white mask, cocaine. We were doing a whole joke about this in Discord the other day. Someone was like white and red, candy cane, like Pierre just said.
Like, okay, it's like, okay, you want to know one of my favorite tag teams from the Attitude Era?
Hurricane?
No, okay, so you know Too Cold Scorpio, right?
Yeah.
And you know what his original name in WWF was, right?
No.
Flash Funk.
Okay.
And then he teamed with Terry Funk.
Okay.
And they formed Too Funky, both in dancing and in name.
That's awesome. But yeah, so Ray, have you watched any of my membership episodes by any chance?
I've glanced at them when I'm uploading stuff. Otherwise, I'm not on like our channel much.
Yeah. So you do know I'm the current LS11 Hardcore Champion right now, right?
Yes, I have learned that.
You know. So, you know we've got Night of Champions coming up. And every title has to be on the line. For WWE.
Okay. What did you say? I'm sorry.
I said, so I'm currently the Hardcore Champion, and we are 3 weeks away from Night of Champions, where every WWE title is on the line.
Okay.
I am campaigning to defend my Hardcore title against Rhea Ripley. I don't know if she's going to go for it. I intend on Monday to approach her backstage and request the match.
Hold that title for 3 weeks, I swear to God.
I've already had it for a day. Longer than any of my previous runs with it.
I don't know, like, if Nakamura's embarrassed about his body and that's why he wears the suit.
He just might be more comfortable in it. Because he'll go without it sometimes.
I don't think it goes well with a heel, though.
Maybe not. I don't know. Are you excited for the first ever LS11 indie show tomorrow?
Yes.
I finally get to do Cardona versus Zanziger, and you couldn't stop me this time. You know our fan base thinks you robbed them of that with Impact.
I saved them.
They have no idea what is in store tomorrow.
We're doing the Gamora Thanos scene. Like, I'm just like, I'm the only one who knows what I spared them from. I do oddly like the fact that Nakamura changed his look a little bit.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, as a wrestler, you need to update your look every now and again.
Oh, sure. Rollins did it recently.
Yeah. Even though I do think the outfits are starting to get a little over the top.
Pierre's most recent chat. Carnold versus Cardona, the dream match. Oh god, Carnold's gonna win the ROH TV title. Last time Carnold won a title, it was because I drunkenly ordered a belt. And I was like, well, I accidentally ordered a replica of this belt. Might as well put it on Carnold. Can you do Carnold interviews for members? I've thought about it. We'll see.
Okay, just saying something that annoys me.
Mm-hmm.
And this is particularly main events. They rarely take the count out seriously anymore.
Yeah.
Like, they'll have this part where the referee is literally outside the ring checking on a wrestler for what could be a 20 count. It's like...
He's got
And,
Scott,
I
Scott
kind of
Steiner
get
in his
it
corner. How could
because...
he not win? It's true. I mean, you guys are telling me you don't want to see Carnold defending the Ring of Honor TV title? Also, have you noticed that I've been adding some LSWF alumni to the free agents page?
I'll check soon. I haven't checked in a couple days.
Yeah. I've been working on the website a little bit. I'm gonna work on the tag team section for the website this week, probably. Just because I'm gonna be here all week. Alex and her best friend are gonna be here all week. I'm gonna have to work on stuff to keep myself sane. Pierre says a chicken shit champion could totally exploit the count out. Oh, for sure.
I was talking to Zander about this a couple months ago. It's hard to do a long-term babyface champion.
Oh, for sure.
It's not impossible, but it's a lot easier to book a heel long-term champion.
Yeah, it is. Cody has been so easy to book, for example.
Yeah, because what you can do with a heel is you can escalate the actions he's willing to take to retain the title.
Yeah.
And a babyface can only get dominated, then overcome so many times before it gets stale.
Orange Cassidy.
Yeah.
Which I was talking to the chat earlier. I think Cassidy retains tomorrow. And then loses the title on Wednesday.
Moxley wins tomorrow.
What was that?
I hope Moxley wins tomorrow.
I think Cassidy just barely retains. And then on Wednesday, pretty much a gust of wind is enough to knock him over. Isn't Drew, technically speaking, the longest reigning babyface world champion we've had? I think so. Did Darby hold his belt longer than Drew?
Maybe.
I gotta check that. I'm gonna check it on my phone because I want to keep watching the match too. If this were a boring match, I'd be doing it on my phone. I'd do it on the computer. But ls11universe.com. Let's see. ls11 history, world heavyweight title.
I am happy Seth's getting to main event tonight.
I'm glad Seth's finally getting the main event.
Yeah. They're having a really good match so far.
Yep. Okay, Drew is the longest reigning with the world heavyweight, other than Cody.
And like I can say like this, Seth is barely a babyface.
Yeah. Hold on, let me check here. Drew McIntyre has AJ Styles beat for face world title because of one day.
Mm.
Drew has got it by one day, and that's because Drew's aired on a Sunday and AJ's aired on a. Oh no, because AJ's aired on a Sunday where he won the title and his reign ended on a Saturday.
AJ turned heel like partway through that run though.
He turns heel in the last month of it against Cena.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, Drew had it longer than Darby. Samoa Joe turned heel part of the way through his reign. He was kind of always a tweener of a champion, though. So yeah, Drew's the longest reigning face world champion we've had. Zach says he got some good news today, so by all means, share it. We always look for good news here.
But if you look at our world champions, I feel like a majority of our world champions have been heels.
Oh yeah. Seth's default setting is dick. Beginning of 2015 be like.
I wish Seth would always develop like a Vince Vaughn-esque level of sarcasm with people.
Yep, headband AJ at Survivor Series was hilarious. I'm so glad I did that.
Like, we got a problem? Oh no, man! Other than your general demeanor towards everyone, I'm good. You know, let's go shoot some animals. I'm psyched. It's like,
Oh, that's great news, Zach. Zach says I've lost so much weight that I'm out of my heart problem range. That's great news.
congratulations, Zach. What'd you do? Go low carb? That's the big thing. It works.
I'm sure it does. I just have a hard problem doing it.
Oh yeah, man. Pasta's delicious.
Exactly. And it's cheap and easy.
Yeah. And Parmesan. Good suplex there.
Oh, yeah.
Nakamura always lays this stuff in really well.
Oh, yeah. I love Nakamura.
And he's not full New Japan right now, but he's allowed to hit a little bit harder here.
Yeah, definitely. He feels more like Shinsuke Nakamura than he has in the 6 years he's been on the main roster.
Yeah. And also, like, people forget Nakamura is primarily a heel.
Oh, yeah. Seth was only 198. Yeah, Seth was a little less time than Drew. And that's because Drew got one more month than Rollins did. If Rollins had held it through Backlash or Payback, he would have beat Drew. But ultimately, Cody's cash-in happened.
But also, longest does not mean best, because I think Drew's one of the weaker ones.
Yeah, Seth is probably the best face world champion we've had so far.
Yeah. And also, like, I'm not trying to credit myself. I think we're in the middle of a pretty good face world champion run with Adam Cole.
Oh, yeah. Eating better, walking 5 times a day, eating less than I have, pasta, but not a whole pot of it, and cutting out salt and grease. Smart way to do it. Cody's definitely got the best cash-in so far that we've had.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Cole might be up. Adam Cole and Cody is a toss-up. So we've had 4 Money in the Bank cash-ins for men at this point, 3 for the women.
I feel like Cody's is better because when Cody did it, there was more of a sense of heartbreak, right?
Yeah, that's true. Because Ciampa had really only just turned face.
Yeah.
And, like,
And
LA
Ciampa
Knight
really...
is underrated.
Huh?
LA Knight's cash-in is definitely an underrated hidden gem of the channel.
Yeah.
Just because it's like, everyone knows. Gunther's won the Rumble. Lesnar's got the WWE title. Everyone knows, okay, Zander and Ray are going to do Gunther and Lesnar. Lesnar wins the Chamber. Gunther beats him down. It's like, all right, what a great message for LA Knight.
Yeah.
And the chat fucking erupted as well. Because everyone thought he was going to cash in on Cena. And then everyone thought he was going to cash in on Cody. Because I had him get in Cody's face a few days prior.
Yeah.
And say, I'm going to cash in and be a world champion before WrestleMania. Zach says pretty soon Rollins needs another break in universe. Well, he's Intercontinental Champion right now, so, not going to get a break while he's got that belt.
Oh, man, here we go.
Oh, I love these spots when they get up forehead to forehead.
Okay, you want to know, like, they're doing it a little bit, nah. I don't like it when they stand there and let them hit you, you know?
Yeah, I get that.
I like it when it's more of a sell, like the strikes are so debilitating, you know?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm might be hearing things, guys.
What was that?
You ever think like you're hearing something?
Hmm? You good?
Oh, yeah. Rollins is probably gonna win. Let's
Oh
be
yeah,
honest.
probably. I could see Damian Priest cashing in though. Is LA Knight the
Yeah.
longest briefcase holder? Yes. The combined length of Roderick Strong and Cody is the overall longest briefcase run, but LA Knight's the longest individual. Is Cody versus Cole a dream match? Yeah, we actually had that planned for Forbidden War at one point. And then what are some dream matches in LS11? If I'm just thinking stuff that we talked about but just never got around to. I mean, I think a Shield reunion is definitely something that would be a dream moment, but probably will never happen at this point.
Unfortunately, it now won't happen. Bray and Malachi.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zach, we know yours is Rollins Omega.
Rollins gonna trip him.
Yeah. I could also see Judgment Day cost Nakamura. That way Damian could pick apart the injured Seth Rollins.
Would they do a Seth roll-up spot?
I hope not. Not in the main event.
I mean, like, I wouldn't put it past WWE, though.
Yeah, Wyatt and Malachi could have been awesome. Because, I mean, I did tease it.
I mean, there is a way to book the finish of this thing where you could get a second match out of it.
Yeah,
This does not have to be.
They're
This does not have
building
to
this
be 1
whole
month.
back injury thing.
Huh?
They're building this whole back injury thing like Rollins is actually going to take time off at some point for it. Which also, with SmackDown yesterday in Universe, Rollins is now at 90 victories, so he's got the most wins out of anyone on the channel, which means he could very well hit me, or very well hit...
You know what's an old part of Shinsuke's moveset?
What's that?
The backstabber.
True. Yeah, Pierre pointing out that line. Just interrupt me again, Wyatt, and there will be hell to pay, or something like that. That was such a great moment. Well.
Come on, don't let that be the finish. That was so, like, oddly anticlimactic. Oh, man.
That was a little bit of an underwhelming finish. It's like Nakamura's just laying there, eyes wide open, getting pinned by the weakest cover ever. The cash-in has got to happen, right?
I mean, they've been building up this whole back injury thing.
Right, exactly. And Damian Priest's finisher is a choke slam.
And you had this match, and so anticlimactically, I would have, like, done something where it was more like, I don't know, maybe a spot in which they both pass out and Seth just kind of falls on top of Nakamura.
Nakamura's on the outside with his arms crossed, so they're kind of building it like Nakamura's gonna do something. But they're lingering on Nakamura for too long. They're showing the angle the watermark for the Kurt Angle thing, so I mean, are they just gonna end it? Like, is that just gonna be it? Okay.
They can't end it like that. This is my
It looks
problem.
like they're about to. They're just lingering on Rollins.
This is my problem with the whole streaming thing, right?
That's it.
This is my whole problem with the PLE thing, right? Now that, like, pay-per-views in the WWE model are essentially not a thing,
Yeah.
you know? Like, there is no inherent want to make. There's no want now to make pay-per-views a lot more exciting, so they have, like, boring finishes like that.
Yeah. Like, you just had Nakamura pacing on the outside, like, I'll get you next time. Whole pay-per-view was great up until, like, the last 5 minutes. I had fun with it at the very least.
Imagine being the editor for this show.
Yeah.
You're literally having to edit a video package as it's airing. Think about if you're doing the main event too, which they often do.
It's true.
You're literally having to edit the footage in as it's being shown.
Yeah, I mean, they literally made Nakamura look like a cartoon villain at the end there.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
How did Raquel look?
Still good in defeat.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Raquel and Rhea is easily something you could get multiple matches out of.
Yeah, because they had Dom playing to the finish as usual. So
Yeah.
But you know what? Judgment Day
How
won.
bad do you think Collision did in the ratings tonight?
They probably got slaughtered in the ratings because of the PLE.
Like, with this show and the premiere of college football,
Exactly.
like, no chance.
Yeah, I know. I heard Tony Khan started the show to announce the release of CM Punk.
Let's have him come out with the super cool new like style of entrance and his new presentation and the new gear and have him look great, and then have him lose in a really anticlimactic fashion, and then have him standing with his hands on his sides at the end, like, man.
Yeah, you know what? On the bright side, Judgment Day is wearing all the gold now. Kenta just put out a tweet today that just said, "Welcome back, my go to sleep." I love Kenta.
Okay, I don't care about this now. And that was Payback, folks.
Yeah. You want to end the stream here?
Huh?
Should we end the stream here?
I guess so.
All right. Well, ladies and
Well,
gentlemen.
this week's going to be Dynamite Grand Slam.
Yep, Dynamite Grand Slam this week. We got a busy week. We got the first ever indie show tomorrow. We got Raw on Monday. We got Retro SmackDown on Tuesday, and that one is going to feature Ultimo Dragon making a one-off appearance.
Yeah.
Wednesday will be Grand Slam. Somewhere in the week will be the World Cup. Thursday, a big Impact show, the go home for Against All Odds.
Yeah.
Friday will be SmackDown, and then I get married next Saturday. So,
And we got your rehearsal dinner.
yep, rehearsal dinner will be Friday night, so that's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
You guys will get to see photos of Ray and I in suits sooner or later.
Yeah.
All right, so folks, thank you all for watching tonight. As always, you know where to find us. Twitter. It's not X, it's Twitter. Fuck off. Twitter, Instagram, ls11universe.com, of course, Discord and all that. Be sure to become channel members if you're not already for awesome videos. More stuff's coming. I've had some ideas for the World Cup arena, so I might put some stuff together and see what you think.
Okay.
And until next time, everybody, I've been Zander.
I'll be right.
And that was a live stream.
Goodbye, folks.
And we're off the air.